And we're in this thing. What seems to be happening, everyone? I see Ray Torres already chiming in. This should be interesting. Have y'all seen the movie yet?
They tried to play us, but we made the game. Offend these haters, turn their shade to shame.
Believe you me.
Stick with the name that pays. Big Daddy, everything. And they thought I was dumb to rap, but how dumb is that when I'm the running back? Gut punch you in front of you at eye level, see if you gon' stomach that. It's food for thought, but we don't feed them hoes, we don't need them hoes. Eloquent, Big Daddy elephants, just in their element. Intelligence, telling man something they can tell a friend. And
Hey man, I'm really on this BDE stuff, man. I'm really on some Big Daddy energy stuff, man. I'm really on some Big Daddy everything stuff, man. Jeff, what's up, brother?
Oh man, what's up, brother? Yes, sir. People, what's up? How's everybody doing? Well,
It seemed to be all right. If I'm fading a little bit, it's just because I'm faded.
faded. You're too big for that side. That's all it is, brother.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Too much. Oh.
I feel like we were missing something, brother. Did we do this yesterday?
No, we didn't.
Oh, we missed it.
Missed yesterday.
Were we caught up doing Christmas?
No, we were not.
Hey guys, Merry Christmas. Hope you had the best Christmas ever.
Hey, look at that photo of
there you go. It's the family.
Christmas photo.
That's I didn't. Sola didn't have the best Christmas ever. No.
No. I didn't either. No.
You like? Yeah, no, that is fly. That's nice. Looks like y'all are y'all really enjoy it right there. I didn't have the best Christmas ever because we don't have Christmases. We have December 24th, December 25th, and then today's December 26th.
Mm-hmm.
So I rather would have been working or something. But we made the best of it. That's cool. That's good. Family time, isn't that the most important?
Absolutely.
They say Jesus is the reason for the season, but he's not. It's the family bonding and money.
What is the reason for that we have Christmas? Jesus is the reason for everything, but Christmas is because of people that want money.
Yeah, there you go. Tomorrow's my B-day, so I'm gonna enjoy it. Family time is the best, man.
Oh man,
so you back to back. Listen, so you seen the ring, Jeff? She got a nice fat ring.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
I saw it. I think that was November.
Yeah. Oh, I think I did see it actually.
Yeah. So she got that.
Yeah.
Then she got the Christmas.
Okay. With the family photo.
With the family photo, right, yeah. Right, and so that means if you look at, you can see she's smiling right there. So that means that went good. And then now she got a birthday coming up, man.
Yeah, Bonnie, I'd give it like 2 months, and you're gonna get about a 10-15% increase in haters. The haters are coming, Bonnie. So
haters are coming. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming, and hopefully, y'all enjoy yourself. Life is short. Don't get too caught up in the things that don't matter. You know, take everything a day at a time. They're already here.
It came early for Christmas, huh?
Well, what's up, haters? Nice for you to have joined us. What would it be? Hater and hateresses.
Oh yeah, hate eye.
The hate eye, yeah.
The hate eye are here. Right.
Cool. Too many haters to deal with. Move around because I don't hate back. Keep on.
Word.
I love it. We spread love. Show love. Bonnie, I'm glad you're on here. Bonnie. Mrs. Martinez. soon to be Mrs. Martinez, but it's Martinez. Uh, you seen the Black Panther Wakanda Forever, the most recent one? Because I got questions. Jeff, you seen it?
I saw it. I did. Yep. I went and saw that, and also another movie. But yes, uh, I've seen it. Yes.
All right, cool.
Yep.
I saw Black Panther. Bring them on. I saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever, right, Jeff?
Okay.
I noticed they have been watching our podcast.
It seems that someone got some info and took it back to the studio.
Yeah.
And kind of jocked our style a little bit.
Yeah, they did. Black Panther is a fictional character for the most part, right, Jeff? He's fictional.
Yeah.
It's a fictional character that is. This was different, right, brother? Because it's not like it's one person. The Black Panther is.
It's like a seat, if you could imagine.
It's like a seat,
and then someone fills the seat every generation or so.
Yeah, that's the Black Panther. And they're known for having the land of Wakanda being beautiful. They got all this vibranium, and this substance makes beautiful jewelry, apparently, and also it's very strong. Power. You can use it for power. You can use it to heal. You can use it for I said power already, but energy. You can use it as a weapon. Am I missing anything, brother?
No, that's about right. And just loosely based off of some old conspiracies, or what was called conspiracies, where in the ancient world they used vibration to move heavy objects. And so vibranium was named based on those ideas. And so everything fantastical vibranium can do.
That's cool.
Comics. Yeah.
That's cool, brother. If you know that sound actually can make something move.
Yes, that's how bees fly, actually.
Oh, that's cool. The thing about sound is we think that we can hear, but all that's happening is vibrations.
Right.
That's all that's happening.
Right.
As a matter of fact, if you took our ears away, that's all it would be is vibrations.
That's it, vibrations. Yeah.
That's it, brother.
Yeah.
If someone was talking to you, all it would be is a vibration, and you would try to figure out what's going on. But that's what it is, a vibration. The microphone is taking sound waves produced from my voice. It's capturing them, and then it's sending them as signals towards all of you in y'all's phones. Except the way I sound is much deeper than the way it's coming across to y'all side. I actually sound a lot more like this, but because you're using that small iPad and that small phone, it sounds like this. And so, whatever, Jeff. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there was no variation in your voice just now. It looked like you were doing a different tone, but it sounded completely the same. So I don't know.
Those vibrations, if you know hertz, hertz and stuff like that, those vibrations will allow for something to be moved or for something to expand. If you remember I guess it's just an experiment. You see it all the time where they put a little water in some glass, and then a woman can hit a really high note and the glass breaks. You seen that before, Jeff?
I've seen that, yeah.
And so sound has a lot to do with energy, and it's crazy. There's energy everywhere, but it does have a lot to do with it. So I didn't know that, brother. I didn't put that together. Vibranium, vibration. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. So I asked if anybody's seen the movie. I don't want to ruin it for anyone. What I just said so far is from the comics and and the 2020 release.
Yeah, I think it was 2020. Yeah.
So you would have got some of that from. You would have got some of what I'm saying already from that.
Yeah,
Chadwick
yeah.
Boseman. But it doesn't matter if you haven't seen it because we're gonna talk about it right now. Grab your seats because it's time to dig in.
All right.
All right, brother. What did you like about the movie? Let's start there.
Yeah. So I'll give the movie credit visually. It was a visually stunning movie. It was a good movie to watch. Graphics and all that. So yeah.
Your eyes consumed them, brother.
Yes,
Consumed them.
sir. It looked good, except for one part. One part I don't think it looked very good. It looked very 1996 Power Ranger esque,
Oh,
but
which part?
whatever. It's towards the end with the blue suit lady that put on a suit like a Power Ranger. Thought it was stupid, but
Oh, the lady that she fixed things. That her? She put on that suit.
not that lady. That was like the Iron Man suit
Okay.
type thing. The other lady,
The very bodacious one.
the very bodacious one that wasn't a comedian in other movies. Because there's one that is very bodacious and bald, but she's a comedian in other movies. This is the one that was not. She
Okay.
was. She's like the right hand person, the right hand lady of the general. She's the general.
Oh, okay. When she put her suit on, yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
suit
yeah.
that suit did suck.
That
I
suit
thought you were
sucked.
talking about the cat suit of the lady who went down in underwater and went and got her.
No,
The
that
ve-
suit. That lady was cool. That lady in that suit was cool. Yeah.
that's the one I was calling very bodacious.
Oh, she was bodacious. Yeah, she was quite bodacious. But yeah, that lady was. Yeah. No, that was cool. All of it was cool, brother, except for that one suit, the blue one. It looked very dumb.
Got you.
They could have done better than that.
They didn't try on that part.
No, but they kind of made fun of it throughout the movie too. So maybe that's what they were doing.
I got you. Okay. What did I like about the movie? Well, I liked that there was an opportunity for togetherness to happen.
Yeah.
And I know that's like the deep part of this whole thing, and I'm jumping into it, but I that's the part I like. That's what I like. That for lack of better words, the brown people and the black people having what they have in common can come together
Yeah.
and shit. I like that was a possibility. I don't think that it happened. It didn't work, but it should have. I saw it. Like I
Yeah.
can see these things, man.
Mm-hmm.
I could see the two communities being as one.
Yeah.
And going back to what we talked about race, whether that there's that Hispanic culture, Latino culture, that is not a race.
Mm-hmm.
There's no race. You could be Latino and considered white,
Mm-hmm.
which is considered a race, even though there's no such thing as race. But
Yeah. Well, then they have terms like Afro Latin, so it's like, they can still separate these ethnic groups because the Latin and Hispanic groups are quite a few different ethnic groups, and they can separate them by race.
yeah,
But then they put them all together by calling them Latin and Hispanic.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm really really getting tired of that. You know,
yeah,
I'm getting tired of us separating and separating and separating because even when you get these are all the so-called Hispanic people and they're divided into races. Now let's also continue to divide them up more. These people are from Argentina, and so they don't care about the rest of you uh, Latin people. They don't care about y'all.
yeah. And it's strange because it's like the Brazilians live next to all of the other people in South America,
Hmm.
and they actually share ethnically a lot with the rest of their neighbors,
Yeah.
except they don't speak Spanish. They speak Portuguese. So they're not Latin, nor are they Hispanic. uh, they're not anything, I guess. I don't know what they would be considered.
Well, they are considered Latin, but not
Latin.
considered
Yeah, Latin.
Hispanic because
Portuguese is Latin.
there's no Spain, right? Yeah.
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 So it's like if you have a term for Hispanic, you should have a term for Portuguese. You know?
Yeah, I would think so.
So
I'm having more and more an issue as time goes by about this separation. I don't like it.
yeah.
I don't like it. And I'm talking about within the so-called Latino community, Latinos. I don't like the separation. And now we grew up to the separation. Like, don't call me this.
Right.
What, bro? Don't call me that. It's somebody from Salvador, right? El Salvador. I'm speaking Spanish to the person. ¿De dónde eres? Tells me Salvador. Right. And so brother, I know some things about Salvador. I know that El Salvador, I know that the president over there is about your age, Jeff, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, about your age, and he's really, really, really making a difference over there, man.
Okay.
Sharp dude, and about his business, and he's taking care of business over there, man.
Cool.
I know that, but I also know that people from Chile don't give a damn.
Yeah. Right.
And then people from El Salvador don't care about what's going on in Chile.
Yeah.
Also, you know who else they don't care about, brother?
Who's that?
Haiti.
Yep. Yeah, which was in this movie, by the way.
Haiti, yes. Haiti, yes, it was. I'm looking forward to a day that we can come together, make musica,
Yes, sir.
dance. How beautiful would it be for us to take a cruise, bring some of the Caribbean people and also people from Puerto Rico. Give me some people, brother. Give me some Cubanos.
Yep. Cubanos.
Okay.
Jamaica's
Jamaica.
yeah.
Okay. So we round up just a few cruises, brother, and then take us over to maybe Angola.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
And then just use the drum. Nothing else, brother. Just the drum. And then we'll see. Wow. We all speak this language. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. We all speak that, brother. Vibration. We all speak that, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You see the hips as they go.
All the guys will start following the hips with their eyes and their shoulders.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, absolutely, brother. And you know what would be a good, interesting point because you bring up Haiti. It shares an island with the Dominican Republic.
Yes, sir.
And so, if you would imagine that could be a good starting point. Let's combine these two cultures and see what there is that is the same. You know, and they both have very different histories. Dominican and Haitian they're very different cultures, and they share the island. They share one island, split down the middle.
Yeah,
you
know it.
Different stories. You know what I mean? And it's interesting, brother. That is a dream. That is a dream.
What would happen? Please tell me what would happen, brother, if we did say, "Nah, come on, we're all gonna go. Wow, we're about to go. Where are we going now?
Yeah.
Where are we going now? We're going to Brazil.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All
Stop
of
by
us.
Panama on the way there.
Panama, yeah, come on, all of us. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, absolutely, brother.
Let's see if we understand this one thing, and then you just play the drums. Just the drums, brother.
That's
I
it,
know
yeah.
I know everybody got different guitars, and then just the drums. Let's see if we're all one or not, brother, or not.
Yeah.
Well, in the movie, there was this one thing that the so-called brown. I'm just say brown, brother. The so-called brown people had, and then the so-called black people had, and didn't want it to be stolen.
Yeah.
Get out of here. This is our stuff.
Yeah.
It's the most valuable thing, but when you think about how they were living, they were still subject to a people.
Yeah.
Because of how nice they were. Maybe we're too nice, Jeff. You think so?
Yeah, it could be. It could be because talks of peace don't start showing up until enough is enough. And the people that are oppressed historically are the ones that are going to say enough is enough, not the oppressors. The oppressors don't say this.
Got you.
The oppressed says it. And when the oppressed says enough is enough, then it's time to start discussing peace. It's typically how it goes. And then you have to like take the moral high ground and be nice, to play nicely. I think, and that was a good dynamic in the film, of the two different attitudes towards the rest of the world. One was not interested in playing nice, or the other was trying to figure out a way to play nice.
Is there a way, Jeff, to play nice?
No, and the film kind of shows that there's not a way. There's not a way. And hey, like, I just want to bring up this interesting point. So I've always been a comic fan as a kid. Marvel was always my favorite, my go-to for comics.
Okay.
The guy in the movie, Namor, his name, was an Atlantean in the comics. It was Atlantis, city of Atlantis. So they made it a point to change that part of it to bring this film. It was done purposefully.
But
you could have just stuck with Atlantis. Okay. All right. But the thing about Atlantis is it might be in Africa, maybe. The real Atlantis might be in Africa or close to it.
That's you.
And so it's like, well, we can't have two awesome places in Africa. So but they could have just went with that, but they didn't. They went with the Talokan. All right.
We were just thinking maybe we could.
Yeah. Is that what you're? And it was a little bit of Mayan. There was a little bit of Aztec, a little bit of Olmec, a combination, almost like the Olmec, the Mayan, the Aztec are all the same, and they come from like this group, something like that. That's kind of what it seems like, So it's very interesting in that regard. It's very interesting that they chose to do that purposefully.
Yeah, I believe so. Thinking back on the movie, I also saw a dynamic that I didn't like. All right.
Yeah.
2 stars. Okay.
2 stars for this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What you got?
The role that the women played. I know that women are down to fight. I've met them before. Down. They're down. Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
So it's been so ticklish to me, brother, when I see a woman.
Yeah.
She's upset. She wants to fight.
Yeah. It's funny, brother. Yeah.
I'm convinced when I watch TV or I watch like movies and I see somebody like rip somebody's Adam's apple, rip their trachea out. I'm convinced by that, brother. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
know
that,
it
that,
just
that it
seems
can
like
that it
yeah,
can be done.
yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
I kind of be like, okay, that's cool. I know
Yeah, when
it's cinematic and all that, but
I mean, it feels like it can be done. I mean,
maybe
breaking the
y'all.
skin's not as easy as you think with your hands, but I mean, yeah, it's convinced. It's convincible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not if a woman does it
No, sir. I've shaken women's hands all my life. No,
though. Yeah.
no.
It is interesting to see women in that dynamic. You got Woman King, and you got
Mm,
this movie, Wakanda Forever, and you see women like really showing up in a major way.
yeah.
In a major way, they made a huge difference in that. In both, I haven't seen Woman King before, but I do know the story. Uh, Made a huge difference. Made a wonderful contribution. Yeah, but it really reminded me that this is a cartoon. Oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I don't know what I was thinking. This is a comic book cartoon.
Yeah. And you know what? Brother, let me say this real quick. I used to believe it when I would see women fighting on screen
Yes, sir.
because at some point it was portrayed as like agile type of fighting, like cat like ninja,
Yeah, I was about to say Catwoman. She does backflips.
Catwoman. Yeah, and I've always been convinced that a woman could be useful in a fight if she fights like this. Jumps off of stuff, swings her whole body and kicks you, right?
Oh yeah.
But it's like those kind of things are still there, but then there's also like just straight up like face punches, and then like dudes fall to the ground, and it's just that's where it gets a little ridiculous.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And then you never see even Catwoman, man. I remember the scene where she stuck her leg up and nailed a guy with her heel, and she held him up with her heel, and he was like, and she asked him some questions. Uh, it's not going to happen, man. My wife often she'll run at me in the store. She hasn't done it in a while, but she'll run at me in the store to try to knock me over, and she tries to always catch me slipping, so she'll just charge me and then throw her whole body into me, and it never
Right.
works, man. It never works ever. It never works. The most she gets is maybe throw me off balance a little bit.
Got you.
And sometimes she'll end up on the floor herself, trying to knock me over. It's funny. So it's not believable that women are fighting like this.
No, you know what I like though that I can accept is believable women who are good shooters. I do
For
like
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's women that can shoot, and so
Yeah.
that part is real.
It is, yeah.
I can accept that.
Yeah. Or good at like fighter pilot stuff, flying ships, and I can see that.
I haven't seen that much.
Yeah, what's funny because women are actually probably better fighter pilots than men. They probably actually would do better in fighter pilot roles than men.
That's interesting.
Because they could take more G-force and they can be in without oxygen for a little longer. So.
Oh well, because they're lighter than we are.
Yeah, they're smaller. Their blood's not pumping as hard or as far as men. It's less dense, less bone density, less muscle density, not much resistance.
Got you. So watching this movie, I just saw a lot of things it just was hard to follow along because that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
One of the women wasn't even good at fighting. She never fought. She can't fight.
Yeah.
But she became the toughest person in the movie. Toughest, number one. She was able to beat everyone. So that's really hard to watch. It's not because I don't like to see women kick ass, right? Because that's it, bro. That's all it was about. Oh yeah, let's have her just totally kick ass.
Oh.
I know women can move their bodies in a way that is to fight. I know that.
Yeah.
But not men that have tattoos. Don't do that. Don't show us that. He had tattoos, right, Jeff? He had like, didn't he
Yeah,
have something? I know he had piercings. I don't remember exactly what he had, but
yeah. I
he's
think he had
he's
tattoos, yeah.
yeah, he's a tough guy, Jeff. He wasn't
Hmm.
no saw. He wasn't no pusher.
Yeah.
He was a killer.
Well, yeah. Then a couple scenes, like you see all these like there's like men there. They're muscular, big muscular guys. Why are
Yes,
they
sir.
just there? Why are all the women doing the fighting? Look at all these big dudes. These dudes are swole, ready to fight. Why aren't they fighting? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seemed a little too inauthentic.
Yeah, yeah. Forced, kind of forced, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
One day, I'm sure women will get fed up with the noise that I keep saying, letting leak from this mouth, and they'll punch it. One day, it will happen to me, Jeff.
Uh,
Women are gonna get tired of the things that I say, and they're gonna say, "All right, you think women are weak?"
yeah.
When that day happens, my wife, who's pretty tough, Jeff. That's why I can do this. I can talk about this stuff because my wife is tough.
Yeah.
She can fight. She will show that young lady, whoever, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a younger lady. She will show that young lady, you should have never touched him, and you also can't fight. You only did that because you knew he would be reluctant to separate your face and neck,
Oh,
and I would be reluctant, but it's a good thing that I have a tough fighting female to match. It's kind of match that energy. So I do understand women. I just don't understand why a woman would portray being able to be much tougher than a guy. I just don't understand that
yeah. Yeah.
because I fought against guys, and sometimes it's harder. It's a little harder to get them off when they're out and they put their weight on you. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
It's
you,
like all or nothing sometimes.
if you shove a man, if you shove him, you really have to be committed. It's
Right.
just
Right.
not, you can't shove a man and he moves just a little bit.
Yeah.
You, if you're gonna do it, you really gotta, you know. And he has to think about that shove, and that's what a woman can't do. That she'll break. That's a break.
Yeah.
What's Victoria saying? I think she can shoot too. I believe she can shoot. I'll take that.
Yeah.
And probably fly a jet. I would have no problem with those two things. Physical combat. Now, if she had lasers and rope like chains,
Yeah.
hey Jeff,
Weapons are, a balancing act,
yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Weapons change the dynamic of the field.
What do you say the moral of that story was, brother? Because we're just talking. What do you think they
Yeah.
decided they were really trying to convey? To it?
Yeah. It was hard to tell throughout the movie if they wanted to show a sense of unity,
Yeah,
the two different groups, this new group plus the one that we already love, Wakanda. And so I think they're trying to show two sides of the same coin and maybe build from that, right? Wakanda's not the only group of people. Because the thing is, Wakanda's got its own issues with the way the world deals with them. A lot of people are upset with them from the previous movies
yeah, that's true.
because where were they when all this other stuff was happening to, the people that they're supposed to be caring about the most? Where were they? So I don't know, man. It's kind of I don't know, brother. It's kind of hard to call what they want to do with this, man. Because who are they pandering to? Because they're for sure pandering. This is a pandering movie.
It's political.
It's political because I understand you want to give me like one badass female that kicks everybody's butt, but when you give me 9 of them, you're trying to make me see what your point is. All right, I get it. So it's a movie that does that, and so I
There
don't.
were. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
No, I don't know if they're who they're pandering to. Are they pandering to the fans of Wakanda, Are they pandering to the new fans of the new place, Talokan? Are they pandering to both? What are they doing here? You know?
Yeah. No, that's good. I told you that black women have the loudest voice. I don't mean being loudmouths before I get cussed out. I mean that what they say actually goes the furthest on social media. It goes viral, it gets reused, it gets
Yeah,
reposted.
yeah. Something like the spokespeople. Because I thought about that when I was watching the movie. Like that's the people that are representing the entire community. Is
Yeah.
the women. Yeah.
Yeah. And to see women in that light, and then also to see the lesbianism
Yeah.
that was going on, it makes you just think that, man, I've been had, because I came here to watch. I came here to watch people bow down to this kingdom that seems superior to all these other kingdoms.
Yeah.
And instead, I saw bald women replacing men. And so, I guess that's their plan. Have you seen Sophie?
Who's that?
Oh, the robot,
Uh,
Sophia.
I think so.
Yeah, the robot, Sophia. She's like,
Yeah, she's got the clear head. She's real clear headed. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, she's bald. She's bald headed too. No
Yeah.
hair.
She is.
The cutting of a woman's hair is the cutting of her glory. Women, grow your hair. Man, who are you, man? You can't tell us. Just grow your hair. Just do it. Grow your hair. Your life will be easier for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just grow it. Make sure it's healthy. Take care of it. Grow your hair. Life will get better for you. That's your glory. I'm not saying that because I think it looks better. I'm telling you that the glory of a woman is her hair. That's what it says in the scriptures. That's the glory of a woman, her hair. There's this young lady called Thick Ass Daphne. I think I brought her up before.
I think so.
My second time.
Second time. Yeah. She's not a comedian, is she? Is that who that is? No.
Not exactly. No.
I'm thinking of Daphne. There's a Daphne that's a comedian.
No. Thick Ass Daphne. She's on Instagram, but she does a lot more. She's bald. She is bald. And I wonder, brother, what she would look like if she said, "Nah, I don't want to be bald anymore." She
Yeah.
I wonder what difference there would be. Anyhow, that's where most of the women were. They were bald headed, and they were fierce, and they were in charge.
Mm-hmm.
And it had to be a movie because man, brother, how do I put it? When something has to be protected and there has to be strategy and there has to be longevity, that's not who I would put in front, brother. I just wouldn't. If you're talking about something that has to last a long time,
Yeah.
you're talking about something that has to be established and have a foundation, and also continue to thrive, I wouldn't choose a female, but much less an entire group of female. Like all the people in that class were all women. So if it was real, like if that's something, if something was like that was actually happening in Madagascar, and it was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
happening in Port-au-Prince. If it was actually
Right.
happening somewhere, then I'd be like, oh man, that's cool. Remember that thing, these are these are the
Hmm.
women, they're doing it. I feel different, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it just seems like that movie took a lot of jabs at stuff that's not real.
Nah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wish we
Yeah.
could play some clips. That would be cool. Another part of that story. So you had the young scientist who she didn't know what she was doing, or
Right.
did she, Jeff? Because you can't not know what you're doing and be able to say, "Hey, this can detect vibranium." You did know
You
what you
know
were
what
doing.
you're doing. You know what you're doing. Yeah, you know what you're doing. Because yeah, and it's not like Wakanda's the only people with vibranium. There is vibranium out in the world. Captain America's shield had vibranium. You know what I mean? So there's people looking for this stuff. So she knows what she's doing.
So she knows what she was doing, and she also knows because she looked up to Zuri that that they were probably going to go after like the Wakandas
Yeah,
at some point.
for sure.
So she betrayed Wakanda, brother.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure because I would have took her and said, here she is.
Yeah, yeah. The two strongest bargaining tools that Wakanda has is the vibranium and the fact that you can't invade us.
Yes, sir.
So either you play by the rules or not. You're not getting what we have. That's it. And she's
Yeah,
violating part of that by building a machine that can find this stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts you have about it, brother? I'm
Uh,
trying to focus.
yeah, I'll say this. I think that leadership and defense are uh, two ideas that are correlated with one another.
Okay.
Those that lead ought to be able to defend. If you can't do one, then you can't do the other. And I think that there's a fantasy in everyone's mind that men do all of these things at once, and we don't. We delegate. Men delegate. We have scientists that do science things, and we have engineers that do engineer things, and warriors that do warrior things, thinkers that do thinking things. And they put these roles out with this idea, this fantasy that men do all of these things at once and make the women do all of them. But none of it is real. We wouldn't send our top scientists to go fight anyone. Men wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Our top scientists will stay in the lab where they need to be. And so, it's a fantasy. It's a movie. It's a Marvel movie. I get it. But defense and leadership, those two things work hand in hand.
I love it. I love it. So, what do you do with something so precious as what we're calling vibration? Well, what I've been calling vibration.
Mhm.
What do we do with that? If there's something, let me tell you this: everybody that has melanin, this is what allows your skin to be able to get darker. You get energy not only from the sun. You do get energy from the sun, but you also get energy from music. Energy. The other day, I was mimicking when I see guys like dancing with girls. I was just mimicking it, brother. I was just being having fun, but there was no music,
Mm.
and I started to feel like I was working out. What is this? How do people do this? It's spring break.
Isn't fun at all? Yeah. On top of drinking? Heck
Yeah.
no.
And then I realized there was no music.
Mm.
But if you make music, even if you make the music yourself, you make the music,
Yeah.
you make the music yourself, and you can hear it.
Yeah.
You can dance, and you're not tired. You don't get tired. I was getting tired, but you won't
Yeah.
get tired with music. You get energy.
Yeah.
Who can dance longer? The people with melanin or the people without melanin? Who can go? Oh, just dance.
Oh yeah.
Brother, I've seen your wife. She's
Brother, nonstop. Every time a song comes on, brother, from any genre of music. That's my jam. It's her 11th jam tonight.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's melanated.
Yes. Loves dancing, brother.
So I bring that up to say, how do we protect it? Do we make horrible music, and is that how we protect it? Speaking of melanin, maybe one day you guys can talk about.
What is that? I can't see that. Oh,
I see. Using sunscreen or being afraid of the sun causing cancer. We could do that right now. Yeah, we could do that right now. So it's easier for somebody without melanin to have skin cancer. There's certain protections that they don't get because of the lack of melanin. And somebody can look at somebody, even at Jeff. You can look at Jeff and say, "Oh, Jeff doesn't have any melanin." But what will happen is when Jeff goes out in the sun, he will get energized. You will see that he is energized. He has picked up a tan. If he moves his shirt like this, you'll say, "Oh, I can see where the line proves that you got energy stored in your face." If you go inside for quite a while, 2 days, you'll see that you lost that extra energy that you picked up.
right. Yeah.
Okay. And somebody that does not have melanin, they're melanin deficient, somebody with blue eyes, blonde hair, that kind of thing. And if they don't have freckles, because the freckles is the last chance, that's their last chance. They have freckles. But if they are out in the sun, they will. What do you call it? It's an overload.
Right. Yeah.
It cannot accept that energy.
Yeah.
Rejection to it. Maybe even call it an allergic reaction. Cannot have it. Cannot have those light rays. All right. So I've said all that. Now there is a certain light ray that is getting through, and it did not used to get through before. And even if you have melanin, if you're outside for too long, it will cause it will cause you your health. And so if you look at the sunscreen, it'll tell you SPF 40 or whatever it's telling you. There's a layer of, if you put that on you, there's a layer that's going to keep that harmful whatever it is, even from somebody like me that's darker skin. It will protect you from what they call ultraviolet rays. You ever heard of UV rays, Jeff?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Have you heard of infrared?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. All the colors that you see in the rainbow are all lights.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're all light rays. Now the light ray that makes it through, like when we're watching outside and the sun is setting, and you see orange outside, you see orange and reddish.
Yeah.
Okay. Those lights are the only ones that are still making it to you. The green has faded. All the other, like the blues, those have faded.
Mm-hmm.
Now the only lights that travel further, kind of like a sound wave, they travel further to you and they're still reaching you. Well, it's the same thing in this example. The UV rays, which is violet, the purple rays, is damaging us. It's damaging our eyes and it's damaging our skins. It's just too. Let's call it radiant. It's just too strong. So
yeah.
So understand your skin type, and then also find some sunscreen if you're going to be outside. It doesn't matter if you I don't sunburn. I don't get sunburn. Okay, it's not. It may not burn you. It may do something else. So, don't be afraid of the sun, obviously, because the sun is good. You get some vitamin D, you get some good energy,
Mm-hmm.
and if you think about, all right, Jeff, okay, you think about people like me when we play basketball outside, the shirts. I mean, the shirts always lose to the skins.
That's because y'all got the skins got full
Absorbency, man.
absorbent. Yeah, yeah,
So they always win. They always jumping higher, running faster. They always doing extra hustling.
yeah, yeah.
And the shirts they miss out. But keep that in mind when you go to the beach. We absorb energy from the sun. Play music. Produce some music while you're out there in the sun. If you think about the people that march, or the people that what else am I thinking about? Practice.
Mm-hmm.
People that's outside for a long time. They sing songs.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just gives you, it rejuvenates you. So anyhow, just keep that all in mind. It's a lot to talk about, but we're looking at vibration and sound and music, and then we're also looking at vibranium and how both cultures had it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like something to look into. Any final words, my brother?
Nah, I'm good, brother.